this was one of the most intense yet compelling episodes of the Snowfall series. I don't know any other episode that can match up as far as pacing, as far as intensity, as far as tension. I don't know. And if there is, and I'm pretty sure there is, this episode definitely took the cake. And the ending that we got for this episode was basically on some New Jack City ish because that ending was very unexpected. Now, to start things off, we start the episode off with Ruby and Teddy being taken by Leon and Franklin to his safe house. And bro, it's just funny how two trained officers get locked up, get hemmed up by two local drug dealers. That is crazy to me. But however, I don't know how they did it, but hey, it happened. Now, Sissy and your boy Teddy are having a conversation about Alton. Now, I'm thinking that Alton is alive because he said it himself that Alton is alive. And I'm thinking, well, wow, maybe Teddy does have a heart. And then Sissy talks to your boy Ruben about Franklin and his fate and how they have a lot of evidence against him and how if she turns over Teddy that everything is gonna be all smooth and this nightmare is gonna end. But I still don't trust your boy Ruben. Ruben is or maybe like your only resort to getting everything clear, but I really don't know because he works for first of all a communist agency, so I don't know. But Parissa, on the other hand, I thought at first when she went to go talk to your boy Mayweather, I think that's his name. I keep forgetting his name. But the thing when she went to go talk to your boy Mayweather, I thought she was going to spill the beans, but it seems that Teddy didn't really tell her much about the operation or about Franklin. And I thought Franklin was a goner when she mentioned his name to him, but you can tell he really doesn't care, and he really didn't care. Now, your boy Teddy right here in this image just got his chest burnt and got him looking like a whole hot sizzling pizza. You know, I mean, he bust your boy up really bad. Franklin wasn't playing no games in this episode. He wanted his money and he wanted his money now. Now, I will give it to Franklin because he was able to be a little logical and hear Teddy out to see if he was going to give him any information on how to get those accounts accessed. So that was pretty smart on his end, but at the same time, he had to put that pressure on Teddy. And it was kind of fun and satisfying seeing Teddy, be tortured and see him on the other side of the gun, being that he's usually torturing people or waterboarding someone or poisoning someone. It was kind of cool to kind of see how that all played out and how them tables turned. But now Leon and your girl Sissy, they start having conversations and they're talking about, yo, listen, you gonna have to stop, bro. You gonna have to let this all go, bro. You doing all this for this money. I know you all your whole life and I seen what it's done to you, but Franklin isn't hearing it. And a part of me agrees with Franklin, but at the same time, you have Teddy. He's not giving up the money. And then when Teddy decides to finally give up the money, he's talking about he wants half. What in your right mind thinks that if you do that, that everything's gonna be all good? Now, walking away with 30 million is better than walking away with nothing, but at the same time, you're doing this with the CIA officer. It doesn't mean that their ties are severed just because they don't want him. They can easily work together just as fast and to get him out that one situation and still go back to being not business partners again. You know that's how that can happen. So don't be surprised. Now, in this image right here, I want to talk about your boy Oso. He finally got the happy ending that he deserved, and he actually deserved this ending. It was actually satisfying to see Oso walk away unscathed, being that he's going through a lot of hell. He didn't lost Lucia. He didn't lost his state of mind, and so he has a lot of healing to do. And I'm happy to see Oso get that good ending. Now, Franklin, on the other hand, he's not out of the woods yet. Now, Franklin has to get this money, but he keeps trying. He even plays a game with Russian roulette with your boy Teddy, and I thought that was an intense scene. And when he fired the actual shot into the ceiling, Teddy knew that he was dealing with a monster. You can't take this man's money and then act like everything's all good and thought you was going to get away with it. Just because you're CIA doesn't mean karma is exempt from getting on your ass. Now, Franklin is having a moment with Teddy. They're having a conversation, and they're having a trip down memory lane. what Teddy has done for him, what Franklin has done for him. And surprisingly, you hear Franklin actually admit that he looked at Teddy as a friend, someone who looked after him, have barbecues. And, watching this show, we all know that that was all a lie, because you like, wait, dude, you couldn't have possibly have thought that. But at the same time, if you look at it, it's 1986. This was a thin 19-year-old kid, a naive kid, and then he didn't know that this whole thing was going to happen, let alone a series of unfortunate events were to occur. Gang violence, the community being ruined, family going against each other, friends being killed, not to mention that Alton lost his life in Cuba due to the fact that he was trying to expose the CIA alongside with Irene Ibe from season 4. Now, speaking of Alton losing his life, Franklin said to Teddy that he didn't care whether or not he was dead or alive, because Teddy tried to use that whole thing trying to get Franklin to feel some type of way, and Franklin let him know that, yo, I don't care if he's dead or alive. That ain't got nothing to do with my money. But as raw and harsh as that sounds, it's actually realistic writing, and it's realistic for him to feel that way. Yes, it's messed up, but that's just how he feels. Yes, he saved Alton for the time being at that time from getting killed from Teddy. But after that, he was pretty much done with Alton. And if you watch season 5 in episode 3, I believe, you can hear what Franklin says that, listen, Alton made his decisions, and that's not my problem. Basically just shrugging it off. So I like how they didn't try to make it give him some type of moral compass, like, oh yeah, this is also for my dad. No, he kept the same energy. And to make things worse, Veronique tells Franklin that they're losing property. Now, if they miss one payment on that downtown property, then they're going to lose it for good. And everything that Franklin and Veronique worked for as far as real estate is going to go down the drain. Now, we know how important it is to own property, especially as us black people. That holds a lot of value, and it can be very beneficial to the future generations. And if Franklin doesn't get that money, then that's going to be really bad. So they come to an agreement, him and Teddy, that they split the money. Now, Franklin doesn't agree at first, because he's like, dude, I put oil on your chest and burnt you alive, and you over here trying to make some type of negotiations. But he complies, and they make a deal. Now, one thing that people didn't realize while people are sitting up trying to blame Sissy for shooting your boy Teddy is that Franklin promised also that Teddy wasn't going to be alive. Keep in mind, and with that being said, talk about the final act at the end of the episode, where Franklin and Sissy and your girl Veronique all go to meet with your boy Mayweather to get the money. Now, this was a straight up New Jack City moment right here, because the way your boy Teddy disrespected the hell out of Sissy. First, he lied to Sissy, gaslit her, killed her husband, told her that he was alive somewhere in a Puerto Rican jail cell, just to end up disrespecting her at the end, talking about, I shot him twice and dumped his body. I lied. He was dead. And now you have finally met your fate. You don't ever in your life do that to someone or say anything like that. And that's why dissing the dead isn't a good or smart thing to do, because look where it got your boy Teddy. Now, Franklin, on the other hand, he is so selfish and so destined to get this money, he forgets the deal that he did with your boy Gustavo, saying that he was going to kill Teddy in order for Teddy not to come back after Gustavo and hunt him down. But he's so blinded by getting this money. I mean, as Teddy was dying, he didn't even care that Teddy was dying. He just needed to get them last numbers, remember that, and then get the money transferred. But however, Sissy foiled those plans. Now, before all of this happened, Sissy told Franklin that this was going to be your last time seeing me, and then I'm done. I'm not doing no more favors, nothing. I want nothing to do with it. And if it means I don't see you again, then so be it. And Franklin was okay with that. And to be honest with you, that's just what it had to be. But Sissy had other plans for your boy Teddy. Now, a lot of silly people are going to say, oh, Sissy ruined everything. Franklin wasn't going to be happy at the end. He wasn't going to get anything at the end but a slap on the wrist. All she did was buy this dude more time to figure out what he needs to do. Now, Teddy is not in the CIA, and you see how you see how casually your boy Mayweather walked away. I thought that was hilarious. He just like he's been hearing Teddy's problems and everything that he's been doing, and he has the same facial expression that he's had since season 3. And he don't really care about Teddy. He just was like, oh well, yeah, well, that's unfortunate. Well, let's just get this done. And then after all that happened, and so I say all this to say this, that Franklin may have gotten another shot at being free and just go head on, and he can just go head on and just live his life. But however, we got one more episode left, and I seen the preview for that. Next thing I know, he got his hand wrapped around Veronique's neck. Did she set him up or to do something? I don't know. I mean, is it because she went behind his back and told Sissy to pull the trigger in order to get away free? Don't be surprised if she did that, because that's why she said this may be my last time seeing you, or this may be, or whatever she said at the end that meant some type of send off. And just pay attention to the title of this episode. It's called Sacrifice. So she sacrificed her freedom to not only avenge Alton. It really wasn't for Franklin. It was for Alton. But that chain of event, it was a trickle effect, and that could possibly set Franklin free. But we all know he's going to go try to look for the money. And the last resort is your boy Peaches, if he's even alive. But anyway, that is my recap slash review for Snowfall Season 6, Episode 9. This episode was fire and intense, and this season as a whole, incredible. Now we just have to get that one cherry on top for the final episode of the series, and they can't BS us with this one. I do not want a dumb power ending, and I damn sure don't want a dumbass Game of Thrones ending. But anyway, that's my review. Let me know what y'all think. Anything I missed in this video, let me know what y'all think. Comment down below. Hit that like and subscribe. And I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves. I'm gone.